Wait, oh no, wait, that's not live in. Oh wait, it's still playing the intro?
I always wanted to serve on a jury.
I'm really super excited to be here, so I really appreciate you having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Creating this whole trial, Daddy.
I want to give a big shout out to the 13th Juror podcast and Brandi.
Yeah, I applaud you guys. Keep doing what you're doing.
That every time you run into Phil Barber, you should reach for.
And then I just look to the jury, and it's sort of like, look.
I was in the eye of the storm, and you guys were watching the storm.
Hey, if you're bored of work, come pop in and say, hey, we'll have some coffee.
You are a ray of sunshine, and I love what you've done with your YouTube channel.
Wait, does this stop on its own or do I have to stop it? Oh, good afternoon, true crime friends. Oh my God. If y'all knew the GOAT rodeo it was for me to try and get this thing up and running. Okay. Tina Turner is with us today, and she is still in the blessing business because y'all, Miss Brandi and Chat Daddy and me were clicking and doing things and trying to get this all going. But now we are here. Oh, I forgot to turn on the light in this room. I'm sitting in total darkness. Hello, and good morning, true crime friends. Good afternoon. We are gathered here today to watch the sentencing of ratchet scallywag Laurie Shaver, who was convicted of unfortunately unaliving her husband. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, because I am not entirely sure. Y'all don't know the heat stroke that is on my behind right now. Okay, hang on. All right, I'm cooling down. Ones! We have ones all around. Excellent. Thank you, and welcome. Brandi and Chat Daddy are in the chat. Miss Brandi is sadly not here today. I am your substitute teacher. My name is Kathy, and I have a channel here on the tubes of you called Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo. Welcome, one and all. So, because we had a couple little teensy weensy gigantic technical difficulties, I have to get myself set up here. I have to find where this case is streaming. Bear with me 1 minute. I'm going to go over here to the court TV, and we're going to get this going. Okay. Look at all these starred chats. Oh my goodness. Candace Huff. I know how to live stream. I promise I know how to live stream. Candace Huff has gifted 1 membership. Thank you so much, Candace Huff. Who else? Tosh has gifted a membership. So generous. Candace Huff. Wait, am I seeing double, or did Candace Huff give 2 memberships? Oh my goodness. Thank you, madam. Wait, what's Sally Pick? We are back. A member for 12 months. We're back. Look, do not adjust your TV screen. Brandi Churchwell has not turned into a gorgeous Black woman. It's just me, Kathy. Everybody relax, but it's okay. Brandi is off becoming a sister wife, because I was like, Brandi is busy today. She's working, she got the podcast, she got everything going on, but that's really boring. That's a super boring reason for why she's not here. So I told her, if we're going to tell people where you are, it has to be something very interesting. And I feel in my spirit like she and Chat Daddy are off having like a spiritual marriage, sister wives style, like Cody and Robin and them. And so they're off gathering up their sister wife on the beach someplace, possibly on a lake or on a river. I forget what we agreed to, but she's becoming a sister wife. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But don't tell her I told you, because it's a secret. Wait, what's in my teeth? Hang on. Sorry, I didn't mean to be on here just cleaning my teeth. Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Okay, let's see. We're going to pull up Court TV on this other screen. The tubes of you. What's everybody doing today? Chat Daddy stole our Brandi. No, he's willing to share her, evidenced by the fact that they taking sister wives over there. So he didn't steal her. He just borrowed her, just a little bit, a skosh. Wait, what is this? What is this computer over here trying to do? Get thee behind me, Satan. Y'all not messing me up today. I already was messed up a little bit. I got all straightened out. Brandi and Chat Daddy got me all the way together. Oh, Lord, I clicked on something and now I can't see anything. Oh, there you are. Y'all, listen. I don't have my driver's license. I should not be over here driving this lady's channel. I might mess it up. And she's watching, so now I got stage fright and everything. Hang on. I got to figure out how to spell YouTube. Y'all, oh, you know what happens? If you don't spell YouTube right, it 100% will not come up on your little TV. Okay, so now we have to find Court TV. They are supposed to be streaming this trial. I don't see where they're streaming the trial. Oh, and also Law and Crime. Listen, friends, I need all the help I can get over here. Law and Crime. I feel like I should just be able to Google Ratchet Scallywag and she just comes right up. Like, I think that's how, wait, the local news is also streaming it. True Crime Ranch, which local news? Because the New Jersey local news is not also streaming it. If you could help a sister out, I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all know my throat is like the desert right now because I'm so nervous. Bear with me for 1 minute. Let me wait. She got banners. She has all kinds of cool stuff on here. Now, if I knew how to use it, I might be dangerous, but okay, no, I'm gonna leave all that alone. I'm gonna go back over here to chat. Okay. Kathy, it is K W K M G. Let's see what that gets me. Okay. Orlando. Click Orlando. Okay, I'm clicking Orlando. There's a grocery store. There's some like presidential stuff. Search. Ratchet. A-U-R-I. Scallywag. S-H-A-V-E-R. See what that gets me. We are one step closer. Bear with me 1 minute. Laurie Shaver found guilty. YouTube. Okay. Y'all, this is a group project. Okay, so what was it? I want to say WKRP. WKMG. We're one step closer. Okay, I'm going to click on it. It says it's upcoming in 18 minutes. Shaver. Yes, Laurie Shaver. Okay. We got this. So I'm going to embiggen this screen as soon as that's available. Okay. And we are going to share screen. Multiple website mute notifications while sharing. Okay. Allow StreamYard to share your screen. Yes. Oh. Well, how do I know which? Okay, screen one. Allow. Okay. We're going to take Madame Ratchet Scallywag down right now. But okay. How is everybody doing? Y'all, this got my pressure up. It got my pressure up. I'm not trying to break Brandi's channel. I'm not trying to get her banned or blocked or anything like that. I just want to sit here with my hands folded and watch the show. But it turns out I am the show. Oh, yes, I'm wearing my Heifer What t-shirt because this occasion is definitely a Heifer What occasion. I heard that Miss Laurie, I saw you guys in the chat talking about it a little earlier, how Laurie sent a letter, I guess to the judge or something. I don't know who she sent a letter to. My understanding is that she sent some sort of letter to, I guess, the prosecutor, and she's still blaming her daughter. Ma'am. It's bad business. I wonder if she fully understands that that's just going to make her look more and more guilty. Okay, wait, do I have any more starred posts? Beth Henderson, a super sticker for $5. Thank you so much. Regina Crawford, 17 months. So happy for alive. Miss you all. And Brandi, thank you, thank you, thank you. Brandi misses y'all too, I guarantee you. And when her and her sister wife are back from their honeymoon with Chat Daddy, you think he's a bad influence on her. I don't, because she wasn't taking sister wives before she met him. I'm just saying. He's delightful though, and he's super cute. Super, super cute. Seems very nice, but we're not going to judge him to his face. Okay. Wait, what does this say? Her daughter is not mentioned. Oh, in the letter that she sent to the judge, her daughter is not mentioned. That's good. If anybody knows what the letter said, please let us know. I'm so glad. I'm glad I found this channel. Well, Johnny, or John Y, Johnny, Joni, like pony with a J. I don't know. We're glad you found us too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, not to his face, Kathy. Wait, girl, wait, hang on. Breezy says, not to his face, Kathy, you kill me. And I love it. That is called manners. You are not supposed to talk about people to their face. Now, what you say behind their back, although I have been known to talk about people to their face. And real talk. Some people are like, he stabbed me in the back. She stabbed me in the back. If I don't like you, you're not gonna have to wonder. I ate a salad and I feel like every leaf in that bowl is now sitting between my teeth. Lord, the dangers of getting old. Yeah, no, now the truth is I can keep a straight face, right? If I don't like somebody, I'm just like, really? Wow. Okay. I think you're a ratchet scallywag. And I'll tell you right to your face with a smile on my face. It might throw you off a little bit because you're like, that heifer just put a smile on her face and said something real ugly to me. And I'm like, with my pinkies out, and then I will offer you a nice cup of tea with zero poison in it. Because I don't have to poison you. My tongue is poisonous, and I will unleash it and continue to be polite because I am a nice Midwestern girl. I mean, I was born in Indiana. I've lived in Jersey for 30 years. I think that makes me a Jersey girl at this point. So look, let me see what's happening over here in the comments. Wait, I saw an 18-month anniversary. Brandi has had memberships for 18 months. That's a long time. Debbie Long, so happy to be here. Love to you all. Thanks, Kathy. Debbie Long, 18-month membership. That's amazing. Yay. I can't believe Brandi has had memberships for 18 months. That means I have an 18-month membership to this. Oh, yes, I am a card-carrying member of the Brandi Churchwell fan club. I love me some Brandi. Y'all, I love her like cook food. Wait, Kathy is our favorite babysitter. Because Kathy's Act Right is not fully installed. That's what the real problem is. But that's okay. I'm going to get it all together. At some point in the very near future, I'm sure I'm going to get it all together. Unlikely to be today. Yes, please, everybody hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps other people find us. What cases, in addition to, who is this? Miss Laurie Shaver. What are you guys looking at? What are you following? Who's on your radar in terms of in terms of true crime? In case you don't know, that adorable little Brian Shaver who was being wrongly prosecuted over there in, where was that? Massachusetts. He was acquitted yesterday. I was so happy for him. Oh my gosh. So amazing. But guess what? In addition to Brian Camp being found not guilty, guess who I had a very long conversation with this morning? None other than Mr. Tom Coco. Wait, what's his name? I wrote it down. Tom Kokonowski. Drew Carey. Brian Camp's attorney. Yo, did you know he's an actor? I was like, wait, like a Drew Carey impersonator or like an actor? He's an actor. Turns out he usually plays the bad guy because he gets to be just like an American hero over there in the courtroom. But he's an actor. And guess whose channel he's visiting? Mine. Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo Child. We had a little kiki. We talked a little gossip. We talked a little rumor. We talked a little innuendo and all things Brian. Here's the real question on that case. Is he still with that girl? What's her name? Brooke Janik? Javanik? Janik? I don't know. Brian's girlfriend, Brooke. I need to know, are they still together? I mean, the case, that's all well and good. It's all put to bed, everything. Fine, Brian's going to have a nice Thanksgiving. He's not going to be in prison. That's beautiful. That's the way it should be. He's still with that girl. Because as a mother, I'm like, Janik, yes, Brooke Janik, which what happened is not her fault, right? Anybody can have a crazy ex-boyfriend. I got some crazy ex-boyfriends, but I don't have like stabby crazy ex-boyfriends. I have when is this sucker gonna get a job? Crazy ex-boyfriends. You know what I mean? Baby, can I borrow $20? I've been married for 20 some odd years. How you coming over here talking about baby? And no, you cannot have any of our money because our money is community property. I tell you what, if you want some of my money, please go ask my husband and see what you get there. My husband is from the South Bronx. That's not gonna go good for you. I can promise you straight up front. It's not gonna go good for you. But Miss Brooke, Brooke Janet girl, what you doing to these men's is that make them want to come over and unfortunately unalive somebody. Not saying that it's her fault, because it's not. Also, her kitty might be feral. Does it have teeth? Does she know tricks? She doing like a triple backflip and sticking the landing? I'm asking for myself. Listen, this is a family show. It's early in the morning. I don't know if y'all got me on the big screen. You got the little children walking around your house going, "Child," and clutching their pearls and stuff. You don't want that. But that Brittany, I want to talk to her. I got questions. Hey, Tanika girl, how you doing? Oh my goodness, Tanika's 2 cents became a YouTube member. Hey, Tanika, I love me some Miss Tanika. She was just texting me. I'm like, Tanika, how you texting me and on here? You like God, girl. You everywhere. Tanika's covering a new case. Do y'all follow Tanika's 2 cents? Tanika has her little 2 cents about every single thing. She's very interested in minding your business, but also in court business. Tanika is the go-to person for all things Sarah Boone. It seems like Miss Sarah Boone has a little girlfriend over there in the jail. I don't know if she was always a lesbian. Good morning to our lesbian Americans and other lesbians around the world. But I believe that Miss Sarah Boone is gay for the state, which, okay, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you need somebody to diddle your kibbles and bits, and we're not mad about that. But Sarah Boone has a bunch of other habits that they would make her undateable to me. But I have very different standards. I don't think I'm the kind of girl who would want to date somebody like Sarah Boone. And Sarah Boone certainly would not want to date somebody like me because I would have to tell that heifer all about herself, all about herself in ways that she would probably not enjoy. Okay, look, we are 9 minutes. Oh, wait, 8 minutes and 2 seconds until this hearing starts. That's very exciting. Wait, my cursor is gone. I want to make sure we have sound on this video. I'm nervous with so many things that have gone a little bit sideways this morning. Wait, a lesbian American reporting in. Good morning, and how you doing? Reporting live from the lesbian sector. We appreciate it. Sarah being gay for this day does not at all shock me, but she does make me want to puke. Same girl, same. Wait, somebody asked a good question. Where's Brandi? Brandi is off becoming a sister wife. That is the creative fiction that we are going with this morning. In truth, she's busy, she's working, she got podcasts. Brandi is very, very popular. So Brandi is working this morning, and I was just, or I guess this afternoon, and I was like, yeah, girl, I can step in. My baby is coming home from college this afternoon, so I took the day off, the afternoon off, so I could go pick him up from the bus station. And I was like, I have a little free time before his bus shows up. I could step in and I can help out my true crime BFF, Miss Brandi Churchwell. Y'all know I love me some Miss Brandi. Wait, Brandi is all up. Wait, where did it go? Oh, it said Brandi is a Navy SEAL. Brandi is oh, wait. Brandi is all up in her Navy SEAL. Okay, watch him out. Oh, you can make me blush. Yes, Black girls blush. Forget what you heard. We do. Let's see. Lindsay, she's finally come to terms. I don't know what that means. Okay, wait, I'm behind in comments. I'm trying to keep up. Y'all know this is hard for me. I love you, Kathy, and I love Brandi. Oh, and I keep clicking the wrong comment. I hope she was at the sentencing. Oh, Brandi is in Florida, I think, but she lives in Florida, so like she's always in Florida, or she's usually in Florida. Except for we're trying to import her into New York as soon as humanly possible for a lunch or something like that. Let's see, what do we have over here? Natalie, a member for 16 months. Wonderful. It's all good. Thank you for babysitting us, Kathy. Love you. I am not a natural live streamer, child. This is not where my gifts lie. I just shout at my phone for 20 minutes in the morning and go on with the rest of my day. This sitting here patiently and like running multiple screens and stuff, it gets my pressure up, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. Lisa Dempsey gifted 13th juror membership. Thank you so much, Lisa Dempsey. Let's see. Here we go. Debbie Long, a member for 18 months. Wow, so happy to be here. Love you all. Thanks, Kathy. Love you too, Debbie Long. We have so many of these. Me too, Lisa Dempsey. I don't know what that's referring to, but I love it. Let's see. Does Brandi know who's giving statement today? I don't know. She will. Brandi is in comments. She's in chat. So if she knows, maybe she'll pop in and tell us, and maybe I will actually see it when it goes by, though. Child, don't hold your breath. You know, I'm barely holding on over here. Does Brandi know who's giving statements today? Still laughing out loud about the Kitten Hill killer. Listen, that's what he was. Robert Tellis in his little lips and his little shoes, waddling around, unfortunately unalive, and people, child, he's the Kitten Hill killer. Tanika became a member. I think I got that one. Erica V became a member. Lisa Dempsey, Smash, Mary, Unalive, Boone, Letitia, Laurie. Oh. I would smash and unalive myself if I had to marry, smash, or do anything with any of those people. No, thank you. Although personally, I could be gay for the state if necessary, or maybe for free if you have a nice personality or something like that. I go where the love is. I don't really discriminate. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Wait, what does this say? These are going so fast. Where is Brandi and what time does the sentencing start, please? Kim, Brandi is off reporting live from some courtroom someplace in the world, or doing a podcast, or becoming a sister wife. Definitely one of those. The sentencing starts in about 3 minutes. I have it up here on the screen. I'm keeping an eye out. So we got it on lock, my friends. Chat is flying. That it is. My throat is very dry. Yes, let's see. She is, oh God, I keep clicking the wrong one. She is at the sentencing as far as we know. Look, she's out in these true crime streets. I don't know where. but she's out in the world. I just talked to her a few minutes ago. Oh, Brandi's in the courtroom watching. Okay, cool. When I was talking to her, we didn't talk about where she was. I was like, girl, how do you make this thing work? Oh my God. Okay. AirPods engaged. I keep clicking the wrong one. AirPods engaged, and AirPods engaged, and all I'm doing is lashing. I'm getting, probably laughing. I'm getting odd looks. Y'all. Wait, whose chat were we in the other day talking about the miracle ear, where you could put those little things in your ear and then you could spy and listen to people's conversations? I need to see if the miracle ear is still sold, because that's a look. Oh wait, I think Brandi, or was it Tanika? Somebody said that you could set your AirPods to some setting that would allow you to spy on other people's conversations. That has given me a whole new hobby. Now, I'm not saying I'm nosy, but I may or may not be extra strength nosy. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have here? Girl Ryan became a member. Oh, wait. Add to stage. Ooh, I don't have sound. But it's just focused on the seal. I hear little bits of sound. Okay. Let me just make sure that the volume is turned up. I don't post new. We might not have sound on that yet. Let me bring that down. Oh, we got movement. I'm not getting sound on that. Okay. We're just going to have to demonstrate a skosh of patience. Every time I see somebody move, I'm like, are we going? Are we ready? Is it happening? Okay. Courts are usually late. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm hearing no sound until the judge takes the bench. Francoise is in the chat. Thank you, ma'am. Look, you know I need all the help I could get. Okay. So we're gonna wait for wait. There are earbuds to translate? I can be nosy in other languages too, y'all. I might have to quit my job and just walk around like Chinatown and other places being nosy. Okay. Wait, there's a couple of starred. Ryan girl, I got Kelly P gifted 5 13th Juror memberships. Thank you so much, Kelly P. We appreciate you so much. If you're in here, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Wait, if there are earbuds that translate, how come they don't get those for, what's that, 90 Day Fiance? Because the translators those people have, ooh, dear Black Jesus. Wait, Ratchet Scallywag and Pop Pie Smuggler. Alive, Kathy, twice in 1 week. Yes, it's stressing me all the way. Okay. Congrats to all the new members. Yes. Thank you, Jaded Wonder. Congrats to all the new members. There's a lot of new folks up in here. You know, I get nervous when Miss Brandi lets me drive the bus, but periodically and from time to time she does. In case for those of you who are just getting here now, welcome. Come on in, have a seat. And somebody, I'm grabbing this comment. Brian Camp needs to do an interview with Melanie Little, please. Well, I had about a half an hour long conversation this morning with Tom Kokonowski, Brian Camp's attorney, the one that looks like Drew Carey. We had a really wonderful conversation, and he is coming on my channel on Thursday, December the 5th. More information coming soon. Will Brian be there? Will he not be there? Will Brooke, his girlfriend, be there as well? Unclear. Word on the street is that while they were waiting on deliberations, Brian was watching YouTube videos to help soothe his frayed nerves. Um, and so we might have a new true crime friend, y'all. I don't know. I'm just saying, but coming soon. Coming soon. In fact, Tom Kokonowski was telling me where I could find cute pictures of him. So when I make my thumbnail, he looks his very, very best, which good for him. I don't blame him. He's a stage actor. Okay, Court, what are y'all doing? Say sent anybody out. I'm trying. Oh, look at that. Real Talk Bougie became a member. I was doing my exercises this morning, listening to Miss Real Talk Bougie go over jail phone calls because I'd be all up in people's business. And I've been in and out on that channel lately because I've been busy. Jump right back in and find out all the characters, hear everything that's going on. Wonderful. Just minding folks' business the way, well, probably I was going to say the way the Lord intended, but definitely the way the devil intended, but that's okay. That's okay. A professional gossip. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Brian Camp has nerves of steel. 100%. He was 22 years old at the time of the crime. When that man broke into his house, he was a 22-year-old father sleeping peacefully in his bed, and all of that madness jumped off. That is crazy to me. I could only hope that one of my children, because I have kids that are older than that, half of my children are older than that. I would sincerely hope that my boys would be able to have the steel in their spine the way that little Brian Camp did. Also, is Brian Campanelli his boss, his secret daddy? Now that's the real tea. Like, how did you get hired by a man who has a name so similar to yours? I think that's sus, but don't go by me. Wait. Kathy and Real Talk are morning Kiki, are my morning Kiki getting ready for the day. Right? Listen, I record my videos and then I jump on over to Francoise and get me some Real Talk bougie because I'm like, I like the Real Talk and I'm extra strength bougie. You know, I keep my pinkies out. Y'all have seen it. Brian Camp is my adopted son. Look, I think Brian Camp became everybody's adopted son. Oh, and a lot of folks think Brooke is sus. I don't know. Maybe we could get her on the channel to explain. Maybe she knows some tricks the rest of us need to find out. You be doing triple backflips too, and you have men breaking in your house trying to get at that good. Sinbad333 says, Kathy, that is so awesome. I doubt Brooke will come on though after realizing her kitty may be feral. Having a feral kitty does not make you a bad person. Entirely. Several people have said Brooke is sus. I honestly never thought that. I never even thought about it until other people started saying it. I'm going to reserve judgment, and maybe she would like to come and publicly defend herself and be like, no, no, no. Let me just explain to you what happened. This man really liked the way I frosted the donuts down at the Dunkin' Donuts, and that's not like a euphemism or something like that for anything. Maybe she's just a good, solid worker, and he liked her work ethic, and he decided that he had to unfortunately unalive her. Or maybe that dude was just crazy. Like, Brooke might have been minding her business. That dude who broke Brian Latender, clearly out of his mind. Feral kitty or no feral kitty, that dude was in the wrong. And it doesn't have to be that woman's fault. He can just be crazy. He wasn't on drugs. He wasn't on alcohol. He was just on like crazy brain juice. I don't know what was wrong with him. So I don't know. I'm not blaming Brooke until I have proof to blame Brooke. But that man was nuts. All kinds of nuts. Wait. Can you imagine if Brian would take the kids and drive away? Ugh, the prosecutor would have charged him with leaving the scene of a crime. Absolutely. Absolutely. That prosecutor, to this day, I don't understand. And apparently, the defense team was like, yeah, they don't even understand. Tanika says Brooke heard an intruder or let him in. She had to be prompted to do something, and all she had was an ashtray. She didn't go check on the kids. Oh, see, now y'all bringing evidence. Listen, the court of public opinion has no time for Miss Brooke, but I'm gonna reserve judgment on Miss Brooke. Well, we gonna see. Am I looking at her with the side eye? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Little bit. Little bit. Right, it was a bone because weed is legal in Massachusetts. And now all of y'all are going to Massachusetts on vacation. I see you. I know you are. Um, but whatevs. Wait, hang on. Did I? No. I thought I saw more movement in the court. I was about to get very excited. They're late. Kathy, do you want another link in case this one doesn't work? Yes, please. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it if you send it to me. Just tell me the name of it. Look, God bless Massachusetts. They need all the saints and angels. All the saints and angels. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong comment. Um, I think she was just terrified. Yeah, I agree. I can't imagine what I would do in that situation. Then she called 911 and they told her to get out of the house. She was literally a baby too. Yeah, so young. True. They were both 22-year-olds. Like, oh my God. It's a terrible situation. This case today, in case, wait, are they ready? I was going to say maybe we should talk about Miss Laurie Shaver, who unfortunately unalived her husband and buried him in the backyard under the patio, and then hosted her next wedding like 3 seconds later by walking on top of her former husband, and then blamed her child for the unfortunate unaliving of her husband, and blamed her boyfriend and the cat and the dog and everybody else. This Laurie Shaver chick used to be real cute. By the time she went to trial, she looked like 10 miles of bad road, rode hard and put away wet. Not that we're judging her looks, we're judging the fact that she's a criminal and that prison has not been kind to her. And may it continue to. We don't wish ill on anybody here at the 13th Juror. All we want is justice. They said come to order. Tell me if you guys can hear this. Yes, she was the town bicycle. This heifer. Everybody was getting a ride. Everybody. Okay, Judge Rada. Okay, here she comes. Got some little spit curls working. You can't hear it. Isabel just got here. Travis is not here. Let me take it down and try and reshare it. Hang on, you guys. Can you guys hear her? Can you hear the court? Dang it. Hang on. Let me try again with this. We'll run it back. Hang on. Oh, you don't hear it still. Shoot. Fudge. Hang on, you guys. Can you guys? No sound. Jeez. Okay. I'm working on it. Please bear with me. Try another link. Yeah. Bear with me. We'll run it back so we don't miss anything. Because I hear it, but I understand that you guys can't. Hang on. Make sure you share, your share sound is engaged. Okay. WK. Okay, in the bottom right, I'm doing present, share screen. Mute notifications. Allow. Audio. Hmm. Name. Hang on. Okay. I don't have that tab. Choose what to share in StreamYard. Present. Share screen. Travis just got here. Okay. The husband is there in court. Brandi is there in court. Brandi is in court. My dogs are going crazy. Are you sharing a Chrome tab or the entire screen? I am present share screen. I'm sharing the entire screen. Select window or screen. Allow StreamYard to see your screen. StreamYard widgets, screen 1 or screen 2. Sorry, you guys, I'm sweating. I don't have that button. I think I'm doing this in Firefox, not in Chrome. Maybe I should do this in Chrome. I don't know. Okay. Wait. Bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can jump over to Chrome and do this. Switch to Chrome if you can. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hang on. Okay, I am still working on this. I beg your indulgence. We will run it back and start from the beginning of the oh well wait. That's Firefox. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get this baby going in Chrome. Oh no, that's Edge. That's Firefox. Can y'all tell I am not used to live streaming? Okay, I'm logging on with Chrome, StreamYard. Let's go into my mail. Okay, hang in there. Okay, I close this. Okay. Let me know if you guys have sound now. Okay, I see the tab that's supposed to give me sound.
The gun, whether it was the sale of guns, whatever it was, that would be their claim. I presented to the court a case, Smith versus Carlisle, which went back through the history of circumstantial evidence and reinstated a case called Volcker. And there the Supreme Court had declared if the state's going to rely on circumstantial.
Okay, friends, we're going to run this back because we had technical difficulties.
Terrible void.
Thank you so, so much for your patience. Okay. We're going to put this up a little bit faster till we get caught up. We're going to do it at 1.25.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're present in case number 2020
CF2361.
State of Florida versus Laurie Shaver. With the parties present, please identify themselves for the record.
Nick Camuccio on behalf of the state. Rich Buckman of the state.
Jeffrey Wiggs on behalf of Laurie Shaver.
Laurie Filmer, previously known as Laurie Shaver.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that any testimony you give today shall be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. All right, and we are here for sentencing today. All right, please proceed.
Okay.
You have a copy of the score sheet.
Real Talk Bougie is an American hero. She talked me through it. Y'all don't even know.
Any objections to the score sheet, Mr. Wiggs?
No, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, there are a couple of victim impact statements, and one of the victim's family members would like to give a statement.
Certainly. Please come up to the podium. Please state your name for the record.
Brian Douglas Shaver.
All right, please proceed, sir.
All right, dear Judge, the senseless and tragic murder of Michael Douglas Shaver has left an irreparable void in all of our lives. The devastating loss has not only taken away a beloved family member, but also deeply impacted his two innocent children. Michael Shaver was a son, a brother, a father, an uncle, and a friend. He was a kind, loving, and humorous soul. He cherished his family and friends more than anything. Despite the challenges he faced, he always found a way to connect with those he loved. However, his life was tragically cut short at the young age of 33. Laurie Shaver's manipulative and narcissistic behavior isolated Michael from his family and friends, depriving us of a chance to be part of his life. Her actions not only led to his tragic death, but also perpetuated a harmful narrative that tarnished his memory and caused further pain to his loved ones, especially his children. Her actions did not stop the day she took his life and buried him within sight in her backyard. She continued to make choices that would impact both Michael's memory and the people around him for years to come, from stealing his identity, impersonating his likeness, marrying a new husband over his body, and putting the weight of a terrible tragedy on the shoulders of his daughter, having her to maintain that lie for years. Laurie Shaver's actions not only ended Michael's life, but also stole his future. She deprived him of the chance to live life to its fullest, raise his children, spend time with his family, experience personal growth. For the past 9 years, she has walked free, while we have endured the pain of his absence and relived the events through the investigation. She has witnessed the growth of his children, all while shaping their perspective of him with lies and distortions. These stolen years can never be returned, and the void left in our lives is immeasurable. The impact of Laurie Shaver's actions will forever scar our family. We mourn the loss of Michael and grieve for his children, who has been robbed of their father's love and guidance. The loss of Michael is a wound that will never fully heal. While justice may offer some solace, it cannot restore the life that was stolen or mend the broken hearts left behind. Judge, we thank you for your time and consideration as you make this sentencing judgment regarding the heinous crime against Michael Douglas Shaver from the Shaver family. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, I do have two other statements from friends of Mr. Shaver. First being Randolph Bean. To whom it may concern and all.
Object to hearsay statement during sentencing hearing.
Hearsay is admissible in sentencing, Judge.
Overruled. Please proceed.
To whom it may concern and all who may have need to view it. This document is an impact statement against Laurie Shaver, who murdered her husband, Mike Shaver. Forgive me if it's too blunt or angry as I cut through my own anger to most clearly express my points. I beg your tolerance in this not being the typical statement going on at length about how much I miss my friend. I'm that annoying OCD guy that can't turn his mind off, notices everything and annoys everyone over details without trying to. I'm also the guy that's almost impossible to impress, so my feeling of Mike's merit is a rare thing for me to award anyone or thing. I can assure you I'm a lot nicer to talk to than read serious statements written by. Please bear with me as this document is at least now far shorter than the original 63 pages it started as. First, the victim himself, Mike Shaver. I knew and worked with him as a member of a very elite unlimited class air racing team for the most highly modified P-51 Mustang in history. Through that, I came to know that Mike had been a working commercial pilot at the start of a career, flying local commuter flights in a turboprop aircraft. This requires the rating, the hours, and also know of both piston and gas turbine engines to qualify for the job. He obtained his rating initially with financial help from his parents. At Laurie's insistence and to separate from friends and family so as to control him, she demanded they move to Florida. He did so and was unable to find regional work as a pilot and thus took a job maintaining monorails at Disney. There he was noted as a great and reliable worker. Maintaining his interest in aviation, he volunteered for the PM race team. While not a certified AP, he is allowed under FAA rules to work on experimental class of aircraft. I saw and worked with him on things as diverse as a complete rewire of aircraft, rebuilding landing gear, custom constructing a carbon fiber canopy to reduce drag, and of course, internal work on the Rolls-Royce Griffin engine. This Mustang is only the third one so modified, and the other two were destroyed while racing. As a machine, he worked on literally the most advanced unlimited class racer ever built. He was not some ignorant flunky stuck with a dead-end job as a mechanic just out from under the shade tree of skill. I say this to illustrate that he was incredibly intelligent. At our last races, Mike, myself, and one other discussed forming a team for the IF1 class known as the entry level to air racing. Mike, given his small stature, would have also been the pilot. He had agreed to pursue the idea of friendship and shared tasks impressed me that he was an incredibly intelligent and funny person. You couldn't meet a nicer guy. I enjoyed getting to know him and look forward to the future friendship and plans we shared, all now shattered and gone. As to him being a person and parent, I can say that I've never met a man so worried about the welfare of his children. He endured all, including being murdered in hopes of protecting them. As a result, he was a badly battered husband, always bearing the brunt of Laurie's outbursts and physical attacks. The court had only one instance to work with, and a bad one at that. Just after the event, I asked Mike why he went to jail when she attacked and overwhelmed him. The photos clearly showed him with bleeding head trauma, torn clothing, and disoriented look. His statement to me was, the police showed up and I told them that she had threatened all of us with her gun. I was scared she would hurt the kids, so I tried to take it away from her. She hit me repeatedly in the head with the gun, ripped off my pocket trying to get the truck keys, and broke a bunch of other stuff too. The police listened to her and seemed to think I was abusing her and told us that they had to arrest somebody as it was a domestic violence case. I thought it would be best to protect the kids by not having their mother go to jail, so I agreed to be arrested. It was noted in the trial he had moved into a room at the hangar without explanation. He did so to remain close to the children as possible. Literally everyone on our team urged him to leave her ASAP, but he realized that domestic violence arrest would easily put the kids back in her care. Based on that, he tried to create a peace with her and moved back in. When I asked why, which nobody else did, he told me, I want to be there to protect my kids. If he had any failing, it was in self-preservation. You can't survive for yourself. You can't be there for anyone else. That's why I say I've never seen a man more dedicated to his children than Mike. If spirits exist after this life, I'm sure his is gutted at the lies and brainwashing used on his daughter. Those of us who know them all 100% know the things stated she claimed to have done so were impossible simply based on her tiny size at the time. He was a smart, funny, caring, and wonderful man. The world is truly a worse place without him in it. I think of him often, and the pain and frustration of his murder leaves me angry every time. Time has not lessened the pain. Since Mike's murder, an openly diverse group of his friends have reached out and found each other. For example, his long-term middle and high school girlfriend described how hurt she was that Laurie stole him away from her. She wasn't angry at him, in fact, maintaining that he was an awesome guy and she wished she had never lost him. Even then, she feared for his safety and she was proven right. So many you will never hear from miss him. Mike himself was very guarded, but the small amount of information he admitted proved yet again Laurie cares for nobody and will do whatever it takes, including murder, to please herself. I implore and demand you impose the harshest sentence that can be constructed. Punish her for the murder and the roundabout chaos and pain she caused all around her. It isn't about my personal feelings of loss. Those compose only a tiny part of the reason for the harsh sentence. It's about repeating the mistakes of so many legal system failures I have seen. Mike, a good man, was done so very wrong, and all the other abused husbands with no place to turn for help, you were their only chance. Randolph Bean. Also have a statement from a Scott Skrzycki.
Just for the record, same objection as to the hearsay and the opinion testimony at this.
Overruled.
Sir.
Your Honor, Laurie Shaver has demonstrated multiple times her lack of remorse or resentment pertaining to the crimes she has committed. Laurie has willingly and without one single ounce of guilt damaged her children mentally by influencing them through instruction and uttering false statements since she murdered Michael in a feeble attempt to mask her crimes. Laurie assumed Michael's online identity, posing as Michael to myself, his other friends, and family to gain additional privilege of prolonged freedom, lengthening the time before she was able to be held accountable for her crimes. We will never get Michael back, and her family will never get his children's innocence back. Laurie's inhuman, ruthless, and savage actions, and especially her lack of any repentance, indicate that she will never change. If the time and place ever come where Laurie will be returned to society, that she deliberately and knowingly tried to deceive and attempt to falsify her innocence, I fully expect she will again incite bedlam and turmoil with whomever she associates with. She expects life to be a one-way street for her and in her favor. She has proven that when things do not go her way, there is no limit to the actions she is willing to take. I humbly and respectfully ask the court to impose the harshest sentence that is possible. Thank you, Scott Skrzycki. Your Honor, I do want to say that there have been various references within these victim impact statements and also in the pre-sentence investigation that talk about the fact that Ms. Shaver, now Ms. Filmer, has shown a total lack of remorse for her actions. I want to be clear that as far as any statements about that lack of remorse, especially from the PSI and the statements that I made, have nothing whatsoever to do with her expressing her innocence, maintaining her innocence, asking for a trial, asking for the jury to determine what the facts of this case are. That would be completely inappropriate and not an appropriate thing for the court to take into consideration for sentencing. When I talk about her lack of remorse, I refer to the actions that she took after her killing of her husband and all the actions that she took to help cover that up. That includes lying to friends and family members, acting as if Michael Shaver was still alive, knowing full well what she had done. And those lies and manipulation extended not only to friends and family members of Michael Shaver, but his own children. That is, when I discuss her lack of remorse, that is what I am discussing. And that is something permissible for the court to consider her actions leading up to her arrest. Ms. Shaver is quite possibly the most manipulative defendant I have ever had charged with murder, and the extent that she went to cover her tracks deserved the harshest penalty, and I ask for life in prison on this case.
Right, thank you, sir. Mr. Wiggs.
Yes, Judge. I'll just briefly summarize some of the evidence, ask the court to consider such evidence that the court heard before it throughout the trial. I point out to the court that Ms. Shaver was not convicted of an accessory, as the state may allude to, but we heard evidence in this manner. There was digital evidence that was presented by the state. In advance of trial, I'd moved to exclude the digital data inasmuch as Facebook did not have any connective links as to the evidence, could not be linked to an IP address, a user, a location, or a device. Likewise, there was no business record certificate offered by the state to authenticate the records. Instead, they just simply declared the records did not exist at this time. Despite that, the court allowed such evidence. Likewise, there was, aside from a lack of a connective link between Laurie Shaver and any physical evidence, what seemed to be the body of the state's case, there was a couple cards that were testified to. Defense counsel moved to exclude that, claiming that there was no handwriting analysis that had been conducted, and I think that's Proctor, that was in my motion, and nobody that could testify as to the authentication of the handwriting. That was read into evidence by a witness, wasn't simply ushered into evidence, but was read into evidence. And that had no connective link offered during the trial to Laurie Shaver. Likewise, there was reference to a sale of guns. Not one single gun that the state elicited testimony about had any actual involvement in the crime itself. I'd filed a pretrial motion on that to exclude it. And I think the relevant case was a case, I believe it was Agathis, that should be excluded. The case was appealed and reversed on that same basis itself. There was a gun that was actually entered into evidence by the state. Expert claiming that it had no connective link. It was just the type of gun. It had characteristics of the gun. No different than taking a picture of a white man or a black person leaving the scene of a crime and say he was this color. That was the connective link that the state relied upon. It had no probative value in this matter, simply offered as prejudicial impact. The court will remember there was no connective link between the gravesite and Laurie Shaver. There was no DNA. There was no any clothing, anything that had a connective link to Laurie Shaver in the form of DNA, hair samples, or anything in that matter. The state, you may recall, tried to downplay this. I think it was Mr. Buxman questioning the witness saying, well, you're not surprised that there's no link between that given the degraded condition of the straps that were found in the grave. Ignoring the fact that possibly there was no connective link, being there was never at any time any DNA or evidence on those straps. The same way with the tarp. There was a blue tarp. Reminded the court that I brought out on cross-examination. The state did not take it upon themselves to do any kind of forensic analysis to see who, if anybody, had purchased that tarp, nor did they do any DNA analysis on that tarp to see if it had been drug across the ground or how it got to the gravesite. I would bring that to the attention of the court. There was also testimony, unrefuted, from the medical examiner that there were buccal swabs connected to Michael Shaver, which indicated that there had been some force or trauma at a point post death or after the death of Michael Shaver. It was testified, and the court heard testimony that the boyfriend at that time, Mr. Townsend, had, they believe, removed the body only to return it later. There was no evidence that Laurie Shaver had moved the body, and that could not be accounted for. That was brought out in evidence. It was likewise objected to throughout the trial continuously as to the form of the introduction by the state. I brought to the attention of the court that the state entirely relied on circumstantial claims of evidence. And that would be, it was always everything the state declared was going to be a timeline link, anything that came into evidence, whether it was the gun, whether it was the sale of guns, whatever it was, that would be their claim. I presented to the court a case, Smith versus Carlisle, which went back through the history of circumstantial evidence and reinstated a case called Volcker. And there the Supreme Court had declared if the state's going to rely on circumstantial evidence, there must be a foundation for that evidence that's not subject to any other reasonable interpretation except that of guilt. At no time did the state throughout this trial, not one single time, did they establish any foundation upon which these circumstantial claims were based. And that instead they argued to the jury in their closing, it was just a totality of these circumstances that they could hang their verdict upon. Now, we understand there's a minimum mandatory of 25 years in this case, Judge, and the court can impose a life sentence in this case. Based on the evidence, the undisputed facts as I've just brought to the attention of the court, we'd ask for the minimum mandatory of 25 years be imposed against Laurie Shaver. That would be our recommendation to the court at this stage. And Ms. Shaver, I know in the PSI, she had sent the court a letter as to her feelings, impressions, and her sentiment about the matter. I presume it's made a part of the record for the purposes of the sentencing, and I presume that the court has reviewed that as well.
I have reviewed the letter, Mr. Wigg.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there anything further?
Just, and I sympathize with the family that's here. I know they have heartfelt feelings about it and emotions. It's not testimony in the sense that it's offered anything to establish the state's case. And I am sympathetic as to the scenario that they found themselves. The court would be reminded, though, and also in this case, that there was evidence of physical abuse by Mr. Shaver. And there was nothing that really contradicted that in this trial. I bring that to the attention of the court as well. And I think all these facts would justify at least the minimum mandatory imposition.
All right. Does your client wish to address the court?
Do you need 1 second?
What you got to say?
No, she doesn't, Judge.
Is there anything
Good.
further?
Nothing further from the defense.
Anything further from the state?
No, sir.
Please present your client for sentencing. All right. Laurie Shaver Filmer, in case number 2020 CF 2361, having been found guilty by a jury of your peers of the offense of murder in the second degree with a firearm and having been adjudicated guilty of the offense of murder in the second degree with a firearm, the court hereby sentences you to a term of life in the Florida Department of Corrections. Standard fines, fees, and costs will be assessed. Mandatory court costs will be assessed. You will have 30 days to appeal. Do you wish to have appellate counsel appointed?
Yes, Judge. And I've prepared motions for the court. At this stage, I filed I filed 2 notices of appeal. The clerk sent one prematurely to the DCA, and it got returned. I advised him that the state had inadvertently sent it in advance of the sentencing. So that was returned yesterday. I filed was dated or identified as a second notice of appeal, and I've sent the clerk a letter, wait to the sentencing to send this. I've likewise filed with the court a motion for appointment of to declare the defendant indigent for costs and to request that the public defender's office be appointed. The JAC has received the pleading. They said they have no input on the matter, and they've been noticed for the hearing as well.
All right. State have any objection?
No.
Okay. Well, court will appoint appellate counsel for Miss Laurie Shaver-Filmer.
Very well.
All right. Do you have a proposed order?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I have a proposed order.
Madam Clerk has an order, Mr. Wiggs, so we'll use the order that Madam Clerk has prepared.
And
Is there anything further from the state?
Just real briefly, as a matter, when you refer to the standard costs, that would include the $100 cost of prosecution.
Yes, $100 cost of prosecution will be imposed.
Thanks, sir.
Judge, one thing, and I know it's not it's not binding on DOC, but the court can state in an input that as to placement, Ms. Filmer at this stage has requested that the court recommend placement at the Gadsden facility in North Florida for family visitation at this stage.
State have any objection?
No, that's completely up to the Department of Corrections.
And again, that is
I object.
Department of Corrections. The court can merely make a recommendation, and it is so recommended that Miss Laurie Shaver-Filmer be housed at Gadsden.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Is there anything further from the parties?
Nothing.
Wiggs? There's nothing further than we'll adjourn. Thank you, everyone. We're adjourned.
Apparently,
I'm sorry. While we're all present still, just for purposes of the record and preservation, I'd renew all the pretrial motions to renew my motion for judgment of acquittal and judgment notwithstanding the verdict for purposes of the appeal. I don't think it's necessary, but I just do it on the record at this stage.
Any response from the state? Okay. And all prior motions were respectfully denied. Thank you.
Hello.
hey girl, hey. Wait, let me take the scallywag off the screen. Is that all? We're gonna see if we can ear hustle something over here. Everybody's just leaving.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing else happened after this, Brandi? I know we're running behind in time.
No, the rest of the time we were out there in the hallway talking. I talked to the prosecutor and then I talked to Brian, Mike's brother. And the prosecutor kind of explained to the family, what's next, that she has 30 days to appeal and all that stuff. Laurie, you could not see it. I was just watching and I noticed, everybody say hi to Chat Daddy.
Hey, Chat Daddy, how you doing?
Good.
So you couldn't see it in there, but after they said that she was sentenced to life, you can kind of see behind Wiggs, you see Laurie turn her head. She actually turned her head and was mouthing to Isabel. She said, I love you to Isabel. And she was kind of like smiling at her or whatever. But you couldn't really see that on the screen, I noticed. There was probably maybe Isabel got there maybe 10 minutes late, something like that. And then Travis came in about 10 minutes after her. So they were late getting there. I didn't think they were going to be there at all. They were sitting there, and Isabel came in with a few of her friends, and then Travis had one of his friends with him. So they came in, but Mike's side was packed. His family, most of his family was there.
Good.
So they came in during, instead of doing the individual statements, they had the family do a joint statement, which is the one that Brian read. And while he was reading that, there was one part where he had said something about Laurie kind of altering the kids' view of Mike or something, and you could just very faintly see Isabel. It seemed like she kind of like shook her head. Hopefully as time goes by, they'll be able to know the truth about their dad and about, what kind of dad he was, even if they don't remember, before he was killed and stuff like that. So
how many kids did they have? 2 kids, 3 kids?
They have, Mike and Laurie have 2 kids together, and then Travis and Laurie have 2 kids together.
Okay. Oh, the whole thing is so heartbreaking, but honestly, she got what she deserved. She got what she asked for. She worked hard to get her behind in prison, and so she can't be mad that now she's going to prison for life.
Yeah, I agree.
That's crazy.
It's really sad, and I hope that with Laurie getting a life sentence, that this can kind of be a starting point for the rest of the family to start to, like, be able to distance themselves enough from her to where they can kind of get away from that spell, or
Yep.
or whatever. So we'll see.
It's crazy.
I hope too that with Travis, the longer Travis is removed from her, the more he can see, like, kind of come back into the sunlight, like, and be away from her spell, or whatever, her control, I guess is what I should say. So
where do those kids live now?
With Travis.
Really?
Yeah.
All four kids are with Travis?
Yeah, and there is court record. I can only say what's public, but there's court record that is where Mike's family is trying to, I think, get some visitation rights so that they can be able to see them, and and I hope that it works out, because I feel like I feel like if they're only hearing one side, and it's Laurie's side, who we all know is full of shit, then they're only going to hear that and not know how much their dad loved them. So I hope that, whatever litigation comes from that, and all I can see is what's court record. So, who knows how it's going to end up. All I can say is, like, I hope that, it all works out, because, they deserve to know the truth about,
Man,
what a great guy Mike was, and how much he loved them. So
hopefully, as time goes on and distance, I mean, honestly, like, kids, whether they agree with you or don't agree with you, at a certain point in their development, they're just like, if you say A, they say B. If you say black, they say white, whatever it is. And I hope that they're able to sort of make their own decisions about it, to get all the information, and then make an informed decision about who their father was and who their mother still is to this day. Because holy smokes, she's a one-woman wrecking crew.
Yeah, she's destructive.
Man.
She's
Is
destructive.
Travis back close with his family? Like, is he communicating now with his twin brother and family and stuff?
I don't know if I'm allowed to answer that. I have not been. I've talked to them about it, but I have not talked to them on the record about it. So I don't want to.
I got you.
Too much.
I got you. Yeah.
But I know that the family is hopeful that things will go back to normal, or at least they can kind of create a new normal. But
yeah. It can't be normal that your mom isn't, like, I mean, obviously it's not normal that your mother is like a killer or whatever. It can't be normal that your mom is in jail and all of this, such mayhem, such chaos.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah. Oh, Kendall's in here. Hey, Kendall. So Travis's mom is in chat. Okay, so she's answering. I didn't want to answer for you, Kendall, because I didn't want to say I didn't.
Yeah, she says they have distanced themselves. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they have distanced themselves from her. Oh. That's good.
Hopefully that will be the start of them being able to reconnect to the rest of the family. So
yeah. Kendall, our heart goes out to you and your family. Oh my goodness. A new day is coming. Listen, just like that Brian Camp family has a lot to be thankful for, this family has a lot to be thankful for, to put this chapter behind and maybe start something new,
Yeah.
Good grief.
And I know Stacy was in here earlier too, Mike's sister. I know she texted me earlier.
Cool.
I think she was watching with y'all too. So she couldn't be here. She's back home, so I know she couldn't, but I did talk to Brian. I talked to Mike's brother afterwards, and he was a super nice guy, super nice guy. But he, was very appreciative over the podcast and said, wanted to thank us for giving Michael a voice, which, is there's no greater compliment that I could get as a podcaster than to,
For sure.
So
For sure.
That was great.
And to show the family that, like, there's a bunch of random strangers who don't know you at all, who never heard your names prior to this case, who were sending nothing but love and light for that family. That's the amazing part of all of this, you know?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, and there's been a big group of people that have come together through this and have, like, people from all over, because Mike, and Laurie moved around. We're in different states, so there's people that have come together from all over that have found kind of comfort in each other, being able to share memories of him and have those conversations about the funny story, because he was such a jokester. That's the main thing I hear from everybody when I talk to them, is like, he was such a jokester and loved to pull pranks and was always doing funny things and things to make people laugh. And so people are able to kind of come together through this that didn't know each other before, but have that common bond in knowing and loving him, and are able to share that with each other. So that's something comforting that has come from all of this for them. So
that's great. I mean, listen, people create community, and you have, like, I'm sure, like, ad hoc little support groups with the other people kind of involved in the case, or people who have found out about it, and people sending, loves and prayers and good wishes and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. Well, we are going to get out of here. Chat Daddy's about to take me to get some lunch.
Hey, Chat Daddy. Enjoy your lunch. I'm about to look, Brandi, I promise I didn't break your channel. We had some technical difficulties for a few minutes, but we finally got it all back together and got the sound to work.
Okay,
so
good.
Stress. I had to go get myself a glass of ice water. But it's all good now. People are saying, "Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy. How you doing?" Okay. All right. Your whole face is right. I love making you blush. It's my favorite thing. Listen. We love y'all. Be safe out there. Get a nice, good. And everybody, I lied. Brandi is not off becoming a sister wife. She was at the trial.
I know. I got a text saying sister wife, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm sitting in here for the sentencing, and I was like, what? Who's got a sister? What? And she was like, oh, I guess Kathy was joking. I was like, Kathy. So
to have a creative story, like, Brandi is missing. This crazy lady is taking over her channel. Where is Brandi? And I was just watching Cody and Robin in them, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to tell people that Brandi's off being a sister wife.
That's hilarious.
The secret is out. I may not be on first name basis with the truth periodically and from time to time. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, I love y'all. I will see you later. Thank you for coming. And I will see the rest of y'all this evening. We're gonna watch the Karen Reed hearing for anybody that wants to join. So
okay,
I'll
cool.
see y'all this evening.
Maybe I will join you in chat. All right.
Sounds good. All right. Bye, y'all.
All right, everybody. Bye. Okay, friends. Thank you. Look, let me see if there's anything else I need to acknowledge. Wait, there's some starred comments that I missed. Remember, I can't do all these, y'all. I can't. Everybody, thank you so much for your love and support and patience as I struggle through this live stream. And now let me see if I can find the outro. There's a button here someplace. Wait. Here it is.
I gotta go. I can't stick around here forever.
Everybody was wonderful. Everybody behaved. Everybody's always so nice to me.
Just love your channel and
Goodbye, good people. Now, how the heck do I get out of here? Good night.